In this tutorial, you will build a card view that displays a summary of a daily scrum. And then in the next tutorial, we'll make a list of it. Cool. That should be straightforward. Ooh, we start with models. Always simple value title. Carry value data, you will make it a value type by declaring it as a struct. Okay. So, add a new file name. Okay, so we are assuming I know how to add a new file. New file. Paste file. And how you want me to call it? Daily Scrum. Okay. Import SwiftUI. Really? When are we doing a model? Okay. SwiftUI defines color structure. Ah, okay, fair enough. So add the structure. I mean, let's be honest. I'm not gonna type all of this. So I'm making a structure with a title, attendees, length in minutes, and the color. So I will have started with add this, and then I will have said, oh, color, what is the color? Well, SwiftUI defines the color and you need it, so import it. I will have reversed that. I think it makes a bigger impact. Add an extension that provides some test data. I'm just gonna copy paste this because it's a lot of typing with no just boilerplate. I also miss some explanation why this is all bar, you know, that kind of stuff. But fair enough. So now we create the card. So the card view will summarize. It will compose Scrum from a smaller views, each of which displays a piece of data in the daily Scrum. You will update the structure so that you will get immediate visual feedback as you develop. Okay. Add a new SwiftUI view file named CardView. And now they don't even show you the template. They should tell you to use this explicitly, because it adds the boilerplate for you. At a constant named daily Scrum. Okay, we can do that. Let daily Scrum, which is, sorry, it's called Scrum and it's a daily Scrum. Okay. Xcode marks your CardView initialization as syntax error because initialization now requires a daily Scrum parameter. You will fix the issue in the next step. Cool. So on the preview, I guess we can make this smaller, right? Ooh, not that much. So on the preview, we need to make how they call it, Scrum 2. Okay. Daily Scrum data, and we pick the 0. So usually you do this to make it easier to have previews with test data. And now you're gonna autocomplete this and say that I'm passing the Scrum. Cool. And now you will see this. Now specify a background color for the preview and fix the preview size using the preview layout modifier. So they want a background color on the preview. Really? Why not on the card itself? Okay. Whatever you say, boss. Background Scrum color. So some people will argue that adding a color in the model, it's a little weird, and you can see that because we were importing SwiftUI in our model file. It's a model file, it shouldn't have anything to do with UI. But to be honest, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. You can wrap you can make a wrapper or something for the color. Just use the hexadecimal and create the color here, probably, but it's fine. It's fine because otherwise it will get too convoluted. So you want this to be a fixed size of 400 to 400. See, I guess that's the height of the cell. Cool. But it added it. Okay. So I guess my question is, why is it not yellow? What are these colors? Did I skip something? I mean, I guess the project... the starting project includes the random static property and color. So you are gonna make me download this. I mean, kinda lame, to be honest. Kinda lame, to be honest. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, this thing about having started projects, it's fine to have it, but don't assume that... I don't know. Like, I don't like to assume that people is gonna be using that. Like, well, I mean, it's a lot of code, so I guess fair enough. But it's kind of weird because if you are, especially like if it's a tutorial with multiple steps, because you want to go step by step and use your code, not somebody else's code. Yeah, but that didn't fix shit, mate. That didn't fix shit. Is there an asset accent color? Yes. So it doesn't basically... Yeah. You need to use the starting project, otherwise you're fucked. That's pretty much... I guess I can do this. And now that I have the colors defined, yeah, now I have colors, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know, I find it weird. Find it weird that I never liked this kind of way of doing tutorials. And I've seen it on websites too, and I never liked it. Because like it took time while I'm writing my own code. Don't make me finish the first chapter of the tutorial and trash all my code and then open what you already did. I find it weird, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, so now you want this to be a headline. And you want to say, of course, we can use the Scrum title. And we can use the font style headline. Sorry. Typos, always typos. The typos spread. And try again. I still don't know why we put the color outside, but whatever. Cool. Embed the text in a piece tag with leading alignment. Okay, so let's see. Piece tag, and here we can say alignment leading, and now it goes on the leading alignment, but there is nothing else, so yeah. Okay, now we add a spacer and an H tag. Now we add a spacer and an H tag, and on the H tag we add a label to display the number of attendees. So we can say label with title and system image, I guess, yeah. And now we can use a string that says what? Scrum attendees count, and the system image is person 3. 2 1 3 4, no, only 3. Okay, so we use this one, person 3. Remember the label and image uses slightly different parameter labels for the SF symbol. Label system name as opposed to image system name. System image and system name, yeah, okay. Add spacer and a label displaying the meeting length on the same H tag. You want a spacer and you want a label for the so Scrum length image, and you want the system image that it's called clock. Okay, and now because it's big, it makes the frame as bigger as possible. As soon as you add these spacers, the frame of this tag feels the parent, and because we're at the root, it feels whatever you give it. So in this case, it's this. Okay, add 20 points of trailing padding to the meeting length label. Only to that one, okay. So we add a padding of, so only at the trailing, let's do 20. Let's do a 20. Second. Let's do 20 padding. Now what else? Style all the fonts inside the H tag as captions. Using the labels and images scale line properly with changes in font. That's pretty cool. So on this one, we want to say font caption, and now all of it's smaller. Pop, too small, no? Well, whatever. I don't know why we add this trailing here. We'll see. Add padding to the B stack and set the foreground using accessibility font color property and the Scrum color. So now the entire thing needs to be padded with the default one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And then you want to say foreground color. We use the same color, and then we accessibility font color. This color is either black or white, whichever is most accessible when viewed against the Scrum color. Oh, that's cool. But that's an extension they added. That's not part of SwiftUI, right? Yeah, it's that thing we took from the starter project. When viewed against this color. So it takes this color and then it gives you the black or white. Okay. Visually, the CardView is complete and you can display it in a list. Before you do that, we'll use accessibility movers to improve the experience of voiceover users. Okay. So Now we have it laid out visually. We make it accessible. Perfect. The card view contains a label with an image of a clock and a number that represents the meeting length. The default accessibility option assigned the view with a label of 10 and no value. VoiceOver reads 10 text. Yeah, okay. I need to say label duration and value 10 minutes, I guess. Yeah. The city labels, the label and value are meaningful. Okay, meeting length 10 minutes. Meeting length 10 minutes. Yeah, okay. And to do that, and we want to do this to the entire thing here. And the same for the attendees, I guess. So we go to this label and we say accessibility element, ignore the children. I guess we need to add new ones. Yeah. I'm just gonna take it because we already did this before. So it's the same as before. You add the label and you add the value. Cool. Capitalize the text inside the method to help VoiceOver give the proper enunciation. Yeah, that's super important when you're writing these labels and values for VoiceOver. It's super important. And when you try it, you hear the Siri's voice do weird things unless you write it properly. And we do the same one for the meeting length, which is curious because that's the example and it's not the fresh one, but whatever. Let's ignore this for now. I mean, I guess I can just do this quick format. And the next tutorial will make a SwiftUI list. Okay, so that's kind of okay. So this tutorial makes the view itself, the card, like the cell in that list. I still don't know why this goes here, to be honest. Like, I will personally have it. Like, why you don't put it here? Yeah, and that will give you a chance to talk about the ordering of things, because that's kind of an important thing to understand when you're working with SwiftUI, you know. But yeah, anyway, I guess let's keep it like this, as they said. Okay, it just feels weird, but because now we're gonna do the list, and then on the list you're gonna have to repeat this, because of course this code is for the preview. You know, this color belongs to the preview, not to the card. And when we do the list, we're gonna have to use this card, but not the preview. So I guess they're gonna give another solution or something. Okay, let's check our understanding. How should you add 10 points of space between the text and the label to this code snippet? So you want 10 points of space between the text and the label. This one, no. This one, no. I guess it's this one. This one will... It's not what you want, because it's the spacer goes with minimum length, so it's gonna be huge unless you constrain it to be smaller from the outside, which is... Yeah, I think it's this one. Submit. Should you import to define the structure? I mean, you told me it was SwiftUI. String and int are part of Swift Basic. But that's weird, because people that starts this probably doesn't even know what core graphics is, or UI kit, or foundation. So, you know, kind of weird. How should you set the accessibility label of the image in the code snippet below? This one. Yeah. Weird, because they test the APIs. They ask questions about the APIs, you know? Instead of, I don't know, it's not like they are asking questions about the knowledge. It's more about the APIs, but whatever. So the next time we're gonna do displaying data on the list.